Hello Taurus, and a warm welcome to your December forecast. This is a very big month because not only is Mercury retrograde, we also have Saturn changing signs. Saturn is a very important planet. It's the great teacher, so wherever it's going to fall in your chart for the next 3 years, pretty much, is going to show you where your greatest lessons lie, but also where your greatest achievements and realizations can come. So let's break the month down for you Taurus, how it looks. On the 3rd of the month, we've got a full moon happening here in your 2nd house of money. It's quite a money motivated month in many respects. So this is shining a light on finances generally. On the mundane level, it is your actual money, how you spend money. It could mean the fruition of a bonus of some money coming to you. It can equally mean that this is an important time for you to reassess finances, but also to reassess what's of value to you. What are you striving for financially and why? Taurus, often you are looking for security, stability. And of course, in this world that we've got now coming up, of course, during 2018, May of 2018, Uranus, planet of surprises, going into your sign, where it's going to stay until about 2025. So there's not necessarily going to be as much security externally in the ways that we had hoped, because there are going to be some big global changes economically. You can look at my other videos because I do talk about 2020 and Uranus into Taurus on separate videos. But it really applies to you, and this is the beginning of it now here as we move towards the end of 2017 into 2018. This is now an opportunity for you to look at what makes you really feel insecure and secure, and why. So, is what you are striving for and working so hard for, not to say that you shouldn't do these things and have a house and a car and nice things, but just to get things into a more realistic perspective. We are moving to more realistic times. We've been in a lot of fire and air energy, and that I talk about when you watch my 2018-19 forecast. We're moving towards an earth-water energy for the next few years. So it's a bit about coming off the unreality of things and becoming real. And you're an earth sign, so this is going to be really good for you, Taurus. So this is a good time to look at, why am I doing what I'm doing for money? And do I need to rearrange my values? Can I simplify my life? Can I make things easier? Can I make the flow of money to me easier? And if so, how? Or what do I need to change inside me so that the money can flow more easily towards me? On the 4th of the month, we've got Mercury going retrograde until the 23rd. And there's a huge activity happening here in the 8th house for you this month, Taurus. Again, it's a money type of house. But this is the house that brings up all the insecurities. This is the house of releasing and trusting that no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. We get into these terrible mind places, and this is Mercury, your mind. Worrying about this, worrying about that. And 95% or even more of the things that you worry about never happen. And then one thing resolves, and then another set of problems come up that you then worry about again. And so it just becomes a vicious circle. So this Mercury retrograde in your 8th house is a wonderful opportunity for you to really reflect now on your fears, on the things that make you feel insecure, and to go deeper internally to find an internal connection with spirit, whatever you want to call it, that gives you a different sense of feeling safe in this world. So this is about you doing your thing, making your money, attracting, manifesting, and yes, this can help, certainly. And this is about you releasing and saying, hey, you know, I'm trusting, I'm having faith that I've done my bit, I've worked hard. And now maybe other people are going to help me. Maybe I'm going to get into a partnership, a collaboration, because that's the house of partnerships. So these are just some things for you to think about. This can mean greater intimacy. This can mean getting into a deep sexual soul relationship with someone. Going beyond, going deeper. This is a real month for going deeper, if that's what you'd like, Taurus. On the 10th of the month, we've got Mars coming into your 7th house, joining Jupiter. So this promises some activity in the relationship area. An opportunity to meet some new people. An opportunity to maybe become more independent within a relationship. Maybe a relationship's gotten a little bit suffocating or a little dull. This can bring some life into it. Certainly can. And also, it's an opportunity for you to be proactive, either in an existing relationship or to be proactive about meeting new people. On the 18th of the month, we've got a new moon happening in this 8th house. An opportunity for a new beginning, maybe for your finances, for a partner's finances, maybe somebody investing in you. An opportunity for you to go deeply into the metaphysical world, anything to do with astrology and all these esoteric arts. You might find yourself going into psychology, the workings of the mind, because the mind is quite insane in many ways. If you were to listen to that crazy monkey mind most of the time, you go crazy, which is what is often happening to people. That's what's a lot of time causing depression and severe sadness and things that go on for years and years and years that relate to events that are long gone. So it's time to release things that have held you, thoughts, emotions that have held you in the past, and an opportunity for some new beginnings, for releasing, for letting go, and trusting that you're being guided. And the big news, of course, on the 20th of the month, and that's until March of 2020, we have got Saturn going into Capricorn, resonating there with Pluto. Now, by 2020, these two come together, which is very powerful. I'll do a separate video on that as well. I've done a series of videos on 2020 that you might want to look at. But this is hugely life-changing for humanity, our world, right? Because these are slow-moving planets. When the slower-moving planets come together, these create world events as well as personal events. So this is a chance for great personal transformation and evolution at this time. So Saturn in your 9th house for these years. Well, Saturn in the 9th has everything to do with education, learning, maybe doing some very serious course of study. Maybe you've always wanted to be a doctor, maybe you've wanted to be a concert pianist, a dancer, maybe you want to have your own business. But maybe there's also something you need to study and learn, some skills. This is the time to develop those skills. This is going to be a good time for these years to look at your spiritual life. The 9th house has everything to do with meaning in life, bringing meaning in life, wanting to manifest it physically. You might find yourself moving overseas for a while. There are all sorts of things, but I'm covering that as I hope you'll watch my 2018-19 forecast, which covers that in a little more detail for you. And on the 22nd of the month, we've got the Sun coming to join Pluto and Saturn in that 9th house, shining a light and saying, hey, how about a trip somewhere? How about going somewhere you've not been to before? Good time to plan travels. Good time to go on a trip. And many of you might be, of course, because it's holiday season. And also, this could be a very good time for publishing that book and getting information out there and teaching and sharing something that you feel really passionate about. So I wish you a wonderful December. Thank you to those of you who's newly subscribed, welcome. Thank you for those of you who watch me regularly and for your kind comments. I hope that you can see that I love doing these videos, and I'm always trying to come up with new things and different ways of interpreting these aspects to keep you interested and to keep you on your toes. So have a wonderful month. Do watch my 2018-19 forecast. If you'd like a personal reading, I'm delighted to hear from you. Bye for now.